because he got sensitive because the boy said that he was unsubscribing from his channel and taking all his videos down from his community wall. But the reason why Blue Wolf said he was doing that is because evidently he got blocked in his chat, right? So because he said he was sensitive, because I feel, in my opinion, that he was real sensitive, he just went from 0 to 9,000 and he told that story. And I know you were saying last night that he's not a social worker. He's never been in a social worker. Well, I know that. I can tell. You see what I'm saying? But that is what sets Blue Wolf off. I thought that was a bit excessive. I thought it was a bit uncalled for. And I do believe he was triggered about the situation, SD, for saying it in the first place. But my thing is, SD went too far. He went too far. He have no chill and he shouldn't have started it. Like him, he's a stalker. He's a pervert, in my opinion. He a whole weirdo. And how can you re-victimize somebody? And where are these things coming from?
I don't like the dark and dank places where people go. That includes Kwani. That includes Ken Nola. I don't dig any of that. I mean, I heard Kwani just said a whole lot of stuff, but again, I really can't go and talk to that because I didn't go listen to her, and I haven't listened to Kwani in so long. I don't care for Sean Bradley, but I never called him Sean Gacy because I know that boy ain't never do what Gacy did, and I thought it was awesome.
If I may interject, what I was gonna say, I understand that all of this other stuff went on.
And it's one thing to trigger people, but it's one thing to falsely accuse somebody because in the law, you don't go to jail for triggering, you go in court for slandering.
One problem that we have over here is mental illness, and some people have no chill. People have boundary issues over here. A counselor, and I will forever err on the side of caution and side with the victim because I know even if you go through years and years of intensive therapy, you will never be the same again. That type of trauma literally could split your personality in half. I'm an adult. I'm a whole grown woman. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that is the reason why I wanted to come up to talk about the reason why my video was the way that it was. And if all somebody got out of my video was, well, they both lied and she don't care because she don't like Stomp Down. No. I was trying to have a teachable moment. And in my opinion, I appropriately articulated my stance.
And I agree with you, Miss Olivia. See, I agree with you, and I get that. Let me say something really quickly. Tracy, no. If Stomp Down did this, he needs to be prosecuted. His name ain't Stanley, and he ain't never been 350 pounds. I do know that. Now, do I know everything about the man? No. But I do know that. And Tracy, if you believe that Blue Wolf is telling the truth, I think you need to work with him. But again, I'm listening to these stories, and I don't think that story is adding up. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't think that story is adding up, Tracy. I'm going to say this. I'm going to go with the story that's making sense. That's it. Now, I do agree with Miss Olivia that people trigger folk, and you can't tell people how they gonna react. But I think that it is detrimental, and at some point it would be more harmful for him because you're saying that this person did it, and your story is changing, and all of this stuff, and all of this stuff. Well, Tracy, we don't agree, baby. I'm sorry. But I said what I said.
Jay Wilson.
That's what I said, Tracy.
Jay Wilson, if you would agree that it was harmful to...
but you know what, Miss Olivia? I agree that it was harmful. I agree that it shouldn't have taken place. It did take place. But what bothers me is that this person goes to that extent to say that person did it and not you. But some of these content creators like Kwani is saying you standing with a person who did this, or you standing with this. No, I am not. And again, I have said already that if this person did this, they need to go to jail. And I meant every word of that. So that's where I'm coming from. But I don't disagree with you because no one should be triggered like that. No one should be doing it. But let me say this, Miss Olivia.
Jay, I'm getting down. Jay, okay. I'm getting down because I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm triggered. I'm gonna tell you why I'm triggered. Because we have such fake outrage in this sector. These people don't care who say what about certain people as long as they like that content creator. And I'm gonna continue to say this. These people full of shit, most of them, because it pisses me off. Because that chick sat over there and said all that bullshit about me, and people came to my page and said, fuck Vivian. If Vivian was you let stomp down on your channel and this and that and the other. And they sat there and they listened to that damn train wreck of a chick say all that bullshit about me, and then they came over there and blamed me. Still rock with her, sat on fucking panels with her and agreed with her because they fucking hated stomp down. How about that?
Who are you talking about?
Everybody fucking sat there on panels with that shit, and she sat there and that bitch fucking talked about me not being in the military. Now that's what's triggering me. That's what's triggering me.
I don't know nothing about it.
Viv, I don't want you to be traumatized. So
and all that I'm saying, all of these fuck you views by Shawnee. Medication. I took my medication today.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
All of them. And ain't nobody say that shit. And then the motherfuckers came to my channel and fucked with me.
Breathe. Kwani says whatever the hell she wants. Kwani has talked about people, their mamas. She has said a whole lot of stuff. Nobody says anything. You know what? You don't hear me. I've left some things alone. And there are some content creators now that host people. And again, you're right, Tracy. You support who you like. And that's why I think it's very hypocritical for somebody to try to tell me what I should do and what I shouldn't do. Now, I agree with Miss Olivia. Me and Miss Olivia are on the same page. Miss Olivia said that Stuff Down triggered that man. I do believe that some people's words are so potent that they can trigger people. And I exactly agree with Miss Olivia. And I don't think that that was the correct thing to do. See, somebody triggering you is going to be different for you saying that this person did this to me. Now, I'm telling you, people don't go to jail off of being triggered. You may lose your life because somebody got triggered. But when you're saying that somebody actually did this act to you, then that puts it in a whole nother category. And that's what I'm trying to say. What bothers me is these content creators act like that's okay.
But honestly, that's how he chose to fight. It's a
that's the thing, baby. That's the thing that's
intelligent. You always talk about emotional intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Clearly, Wolf has some kind of mental issue or learning disability or something. And I heard he got a long history of doing a whole lot of shady stuff.
What you're saying, and Miss Olivia, let me say this: I can agree with you. I understand. I understand that you don't like Stuff Down, and you have every right. But I can agree.
It's not about that. It's about the lesson. It's about the lesson, J Wilson.
But I have a problem with is your Kwanis and these people saying that you supported and you support this man doing this to Blue Wolf. They are saying that this person actually did this, and that's the problem. I could accept if I would have said that, he was right saying this about XYZ and all of that. Now, if I would have said, yeah, I am agreeing. And then for Kwani and them people to jump on it and say that I'm supporting this man and this is who he is, that's a problem. And this is why I had to cut Kwani. Because see, me and Miss Olivia we are on the same page. I agree with Miss Olivia. You don't do that because you're going to get something that you may not want. But then people going tit for tat.
I was simply talking about this situation. You see what I'm saying specifically. But from a moral standpoint, I know what you're saying from an ethical standpoint, in the law and all of this and all of that. I have, there are, I've read cases where people have been triggered to the point to where they commit suicide. And so when I'm talking about victimization and re-victimization, I am coming from a moral standpoint. After, in the hopes that this thing won't happen again. Yes, I've done it several times, but the only thing I can do is use it for a teachable moment. Now, as far as, you have to consider the source when it comes to people and some of the words coming out of people's mouth. But if you are a clear thinking adult, you won't go there.